All right, guys, I want to play this clip by Breaking Points. Shout out to Breaking Points, guys. Go subscribe to their channel. So, a lot of people are still in denial that Jeffrey Epstein was an agent working on the behalf of a foreign government to blackmail our American politicians, right? So, they're still in denial of that. And you even have people like Trump who came out and said, are you guys still talking about Epstein? Are you guys still doing that? Let's move on. Right, showing all the signs of someone who's like, definitely on the list. Okay, and now we're seeing like they're dropping like little hints here and there, like they're showing us like letters that he used to send Epstein, like he sent him a letter and a journal, and he signed a journal with a naked woman on there, and he was telling him like, yeah, I liked him young, and there was this audio that just recently came out where Epstein said, he pled the fifth when they asked him, does Donald Trump like, younger women, like below 18? And he's like, I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. So we're seeing all this like evidence, mounting evidence that is, undeniable. Okay, that this guy was on that island freaking off with some Eastern European women of age we don't know. Okay. So, a lot of people forget that this has happened before, right? Because see, the right wingers are upset because, Trump was supposed to expose QAnon because that's their whole thing. They're very conspiratorial, right? So a lot of the MAGA dudes are like, he was supposed to expose QAnon, which is supposed to be like a democratic, liberal, child trafficking, pedophile, sex ring. And this was like their whole identity with Trump coming in politics. They're like, oh my God, he's going to expose QAnon. And now they're starting to realize like, oh shit, it's both sides of the playing field were involved in this shit. There's Republicans and Democrats. So it's like a government filled with child predators, right? So let's watch this video here, man. This gives you guys some context on where this has happened before.
Let's also take a trip down memory lane.
This is crazy.
The 1990s, Benjamin Netanyahu, Bill Clinton, and Monica Lewinsky. Stick around for this one. So in a scandal that has been largely lost to contemporary memory, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was alleged to have blackmailed then-President Bill Clinton by revealing to him that Israel had collected tapes of phone sex calls between the 42nd president and White House intern Monica Lewinsky. The story is worth revisiting amid allegations that Jeffrey Epstein was involved in a long-running Israeli blackmail operation of his own. So Clinton met with Netanyahu in the Oval Office in February 1997. Subsequently, according to testimony Lewinsky gave to the special counsel's office, Clinton's secretary Betty Curry reached out to Lewinsky to invite her to an Oval Office meeting, telling her Clinton, quote, had something important to tell her, unquote. It would turn out to be their final sexual encounter. But Clinton also used the opportunity to tell her that a, quote, foreign embassy had tapped his phone and recorded their conversation, Lewinsky said. Clinton did not specify which embassy, though the meeting with Lewinsky came the month after his meeting with Netanyahu. The special prosecutor's report was far more concerned with Lewinsky's claim of the sexual encounter that day because it contradicted Clinton's claim that they had had only one encounter that year, than they were with the fact that a foreign government was spying on the president and letting him know about it. The prosecutor was also interested in Clinton's response, namely that he proposed cover stories. These are cover stories that the two could employ if they were confronted with the tapes. Clinton suggested the pair say they knew they were under surveillance and the phone sex was a, quote, put on for whoever was listening. That's an awfully flimsy idea, but look, he was guilty. The man did not have much to work with. Now, in April, Netanyahu and Clinton met again for a, quote, private visit. On a Saturday then, in May 1997, Clinton again had Curry invite Lewinsky to the White House. During that visit, he broke up with her, Lewinsky testified. The next fall, so this is fall of 1998, Clinton hosted Netanyahu and Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat for a summit at Wye River, Maryland. Toward the end of the summit, at 7 a.m., after a long night of final negotiations and handshakes, Netanyahu approached Clinton privately to demand the release of convicted Israeli spy Jonathan Pollard, long a cause célèbre of the Israeli far right. That's according to reporting at the time from the New York Times. Now, Netanyahu brought up the sex tapes in the context of the Pollard demand, according to subsequent reporting by Washington Examiner editor Daniel Harper in his book, Clinton, Inc., The Audacious Rebuilding of a Political Machine. He writes, quote, not wanting to directly threaten the powerful American president, a crucial Israeli ally, Clinton was told that the Israeli government had thrown the tapes away, but the very mention of them was enough to constitute a form of blackmail, Halpern reported. The talks almost broke down as CIA Chief George Tenet told Clinton he would resign on the spot if Clinton agreed to the terms. So instead, Clinton agreed to, quote, review Pollard's case. He did not release him. Pollard was eventually freed in 2015 under the Obama administration. Now, on the last day of his first term, Trump pardoned Pollard's handler. Back in Israel, Pollard is now an outspoken supporter of extremist National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, and has called for the full ethnic cleansing of Gaza. I don't know, Emily, what do you think? What did Netanyahu tell Bill Clinton?
I'm so curious.
Is there another foreign embassy that this could be?
Yeah, man. And by the way, this guy, Jonathan Pollard, is like a renowned like hero in Israel. I mean, they go up to him and kiss this guy's feet. Okay, this guy was the reason behind the Monica Lewinsky situation. And so, and the fact that, you know, Clinton was attempting to, you know, he almost had a two-state solution there. And eventually one of the guys gets assassinated by Netanyahu's government, right? And so Clinton was one of those guys that they used this whole blackmailing operations thing to sort of get him to do what they want him to do, right? So what makes people think that they don't have this shit on Donald Trump, who's openly been Jeffrey Epstein's butt buddy? I mean, this guy was sending him letters and journals and shit, signing naked women on there, and Epstein was talking about how, I can't answer whether Trump likes young women or not. I'm going to plead the fifth, as if like that's such a hard answer. That's such a hard question to answer if the dude's not guilty. There's this video that's going around the internet, man, of Epstein. Oh, here it is.
No relationship with Donald Trump.
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
Have you ever had...
Yeah, geez, man. Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Things are moving quick. And now they're having a second meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell today. So they're gonna have a second meeting, and it looks like she's getting ready to testify. And there might be a deal in which she I don't know, who knows what they got on her, man. There's footage of her coming out of the cell to talk to the lawyer, the attorney general. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. This is crazy.